Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, today it is just me and Sakaya. Today I am here to talk about my postpartum recovery, or the fourth trimester, whatever you guys want to call it. So, to be quite honest, I'm still going through it. I guess technically the fourth trimester would be 3 months postpartum. I'm only 2 months postpartum. We went to his 2-month checkup actually about an hour ago this morning, and he is doing fabulous. Perfect weight, perfect height. Actually, he's tall, so that's really cool. But yeah, he's just doing all around fabulous. He's obviously sleeping right now. He's a great sleeper, so that's great. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about him, I'd be happy to answer them. Maybe Jeff and I could jump on here and do a video about how the baby's doing and how we as a couple are adjusting to being parents. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Alright, so let's get into it. Right after I had him, right at the hospital, the first thing that I experienced postpartum was actually my ankle swelling. My ankles never swelled up during pregnancy, but right after I had him for about, I want to say about 3 or 4 days, my ankles were massive and I thought something was totally wrong, but it's just part of it. So, but that ended up going down and my ankles went back to normal, so that was nice. The next thing I had right off the bat, right after I had him, my stuffy nose that I had for most of my pregnancy completely went away and I was back to normal with that. And the next thing that hit me right away is my migraines started coming back. So before I had him, I had chronic migraines like all the time. When I got pregnant with him, it was 9 months of pure bliss. I barely ever got any type of headache or migraine. I think there was like 1 week in there around the 3rd trimester where my hormones got all funky and I got headaches for like a week. But yeah, since having him, the first like 3 weeks, I had migraines every single day, which with a new baby, that was really rough. Thankfully, they've kind of leveled back out with my hormones leveling out. And I'm back to having a migraine 3 or 4 days a week, which is normal for me, unfortunately, so I'm used to it. So to start off in order, on day 1, the first thing that ended up happening is obviously I started bleeding like crazy. Obviously, I could barely walk. It was really rough because in the hospital, I wanted to do pictures, so I was trying to get up and down a lot and figured out that that was not very easy for me. My mood was pretty good, but I was very, very tired. And actually a couple things that I used, which I wanted to share with you guys, just in case, you know, any of you haven't gone through pregnancy or you're going through it right now. A couple things that worked really, really well for me, which I will throw them right up here for you guys. The first thing I used was diapers. Diapers. I cannot say that enough. Obviously they have like cute girly ones kind of like this that you can just get by the like tampon section, and these are the ones I used and they personally worked amazing for me. I loved the fit. They were super comfortable, held me in really good. The next thing I used, Tux pads. Oh my goodness. So I actually didn't get these until I want to say like 4 or 5 days postpartum. People told me to get them, but I skipped getting them, and by 4 or 5 days I needed them because I was so sore. So I actually my mom got me those, and they were a lifesaver. You literally just layer them in your diaper, and then every time you go to the restroom, I just threw mine away and put new ones in. I layered it like crazy, and just the cool like calmed the irritation down there, and it was heaven sent. So those were the 2 main things that I used that were super helpful and were super easy to use when I was just going about my day. So on day 2, we were home and I thought I could be extremely active. We started going for walks. Obviously, before I had him, we were walking a ton. So once I got home, I was like, oh, we should go for walks because that's what we were doing. Well, that was a very bad idea because I was mentally, I was like, yes, I am good to go. I am fine. I can walk. I can do whatever I need to do. I can get up and down. And so that's what I was doing. And by the end of day 2, I was miserable. My stomach started contracting again, which is good, but it's very painful. And because I was walking so much, it made it 1,000 times worse. So by day 3, I was physically breaking down and I was mentally breaking down. For the first couple days, was obviously on such a high with him. Like, I was so excited to be a new mom. I was excited of everything that happened because the labor went really well. And by day 3, I was a mess. I had a complete mental breakdown. I was just so upset. I was afraid that I was doing things wrong. It was rough. But by day 4, we kind of started getting into a routine, and I talked to Jeff. I just did a lot of talking. Whether it was big or little, I told him absolutely everything that was on my mind, just to kind of cleanse myself. With it storing up in my head, it was just spiraling off. So it was really good to just talk to him. I was also getting better at managing my pain. I think when I got home from the hospital, I kept forgetting to take my medication that the hospital gave me, because I was like, oh, I'm fine, I don't need to take this every so and so hours. So by day 4, I was back on like taking everything consistently, and getting into a routine was extremely helpful because it made me feel like I knew somewhat what I was doing with him. So I was very happy about that. So actually, I chose not to breastfeed. We are bottle feeding him, which is going wonderful. And if you guys want to know a little bit more about why I decided not to breastfeed, put it in the comments down below and I will let you guys know. I feel like I could talk about that for a little bit. But since I wasn't breastfeeding, my milk never came in, I never leaked, none of that. But by day 4, my breasts hurt so bad, they were so large. So for the next, I want to say 6 or 7 days, they hurt really bad. So I just wore a compressed bra for that time. And by day 7, day 8, the swelling went down and I just went back to somewhat normal. I'm still a little bit larger in the chest than I was before pregnancy, but everything went back to normal with my breasts, and yeah, it was actually a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. As for like down below, I think it took about 2 weeks for me to stop bleeding and fully feel like I was healed down there. Obviously I wasn't fully healed, but to be able to start walking again and feeling well enough again to like go about my day and not have to worry about taking anything or stopping myself, it took me about 2 weeks to get back to that. My weight has not been fabulous. Right off the bat at my 3-week checkup, I got all cleared at that. After 3 weeks, I had lost 18 pounds, which was really good because I only gained around 35 pounds with the pregnancy. But I have honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I have plateaued at that weight. I have not lost anything else, and we are now 2 months in, and I totally thought after another month I would have lost a lot more weight, and I haven't. I have noticed I am shrinking down, but I still haven't lost a ton more weight. But I'm feeling good, and I think that's the most important part, is that I'm feeling good and I'm doing what I can. I am exercising as much as I can, so I think as long as I'm keeping myself mentally healthy, the physical health will follow along with that. So besides that, we have gotten into a completely good routine. We do go on walks every single morning. That is like one of my favorite things about the day, is before Jeff goes to work, Alien and the baby and Jeff and I, we all go out and we go for a mile, sometimes more than a mile walk, whether he's in the stroller or my wrap, which is so fun. But yeah, besides that, things have been going great. Thank you for those of you who have asked how things have been going. It's all been going good. If you guys have any other questions, please let us know in the comments down below and we would be more than happy to answer them. Obviously, we are not perfect and this is our own journey, but if by us sharing our story and what we do, if that could help anybody else, then we are happy to share it. But besides that, I am just gonna keep spending time with this little guy, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will talk to you guys later and see you soon. Bye.